You can change your programming and then change your reality and change your experiences. Those of you who feel like manifestation is somehow manipulating, you're actually brainwashing yourself. Fear of wanting to be perfect before you create. You need to just start somewhere. I want to talk about going general, literally just paying attention to your reality, seeing the feedback, connecting the dots to notice, yes, I was thinking about this a lot, and now this is coming up in conversation, or now I'm seeing this, now I'm seeing that. This can be such a valuable tool to use, especially when you are finding yourself feeling very frazzled or drained or frustrated, where this whole process is starting to become pretty draining and toxic on your health and on your ability to even just enjoy life. That is not what you should be going through while you're going through the process. It's usually because you don't trust the process. So it's usually self-concept that you want to focus on, understanding things from a higher operating level. Also, that through this process, through the middle, while you were doing your inner work, you may have been messing with the middle a lot. In other words, you were trying to really control and micromanage the 3D and always looking to 3D to validate yourself and to feel good. And then when you don't get that validation from the 3D anymore, you will spiral. You end up on a loop of just experiencing the same thing over and over again, and you don't step back from the entire thing. And basically, when I use the word shut down 3D, I don't mean it in a way that you're ignoring life. You have to be living your life, but you're not going to be assigning negative meaning to things, and you're going to do everything that you can to just go within on a particular subject. Usually, of course, on this channel, it always tends to go towards specific person because that's near and dear to my heart. The more that you can stay within and go really deeply into your trust, into your divinity, and being authentic to your soul, focusing more on understanding what manifestation really is. Things like listening to Neville Goddard's Power of Awareness daily for like months is actually very helpful, because then it will just really permeate you. So anyway, I want to talk a little bit about how important it is, again, to be going general when those times, like, you have to remember when you're frazzled and edgy, these are moments you stop yourself and pull yourself back. You need to learn how to rein yourself back in and realize, if I'm feeling this way, if I'm all edgy and anxious and fearful and in doubt and in, fight or flight, my sympathetic nervous system is like totally, completely out of control. It's time for you to step back. And this is the moment that you detach and that you hand it over to the highest God, to your source, your creator, and you just kind of go into surrender. I trust you completely, letting go of all my fears around this, because I know that you've got me and I know you're handling this. But anyway, before I do get into this, please do like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel if you love my content. If you want me to be your coach, email me a short description to kim@coreunion.com, and I will reply back to you with my next available session after you've booked with me at my website, coreunion.com, and you can do a 30-minute or a package. Most people do end up doing the packages because it makes it more affordable. So I'm going to talk about a few things that I have manifested recently. And again, when we say manifesting, let's break it down really simple. Whatever you're experiencing in your reality is your manifestation. Anything and everything that you're experiencing is your manifestation, because experience is manifestation. It's that simple. But we experience things through our life based off of what we believe, based off of our programming. That's as simple as that. The key here is that you can change your programming and then change your reality and change your experiences. For those of you who feel like manifestation is somehow manipulating things and people, you don't have the power to do that. Just so I can alleviate some stress, you can't do that. You are not doing that. You're actually brainwashing yourself. So if you want to talk about manipulating anybody, you're manipulating yourself. You're changing yourself. You're changing your belief system. And then when you do that, you will see a difference in your life and in your reality, because life is it's a grand mirror. It's a very real feeling 3D immersive mirror. I have an analogy or a metaphor kind of in my head, but I'll save it for another video because I want to keep this short and sweet. So I'm just going to give you a few examples, and these aren't like wonderful, amazing manifestations, but it just shows how subtle it is that we get reflections back. So I'm going to start with my glasses. A month and a half ago or so, where I wasn't wearing my glasses because I couldn't find them. When I watched it, I was like, you know what? Maybe figure out a way not to have to wear glasses anymore. But I literally can't see very well without them. Now, a lot of people would say, manifest that you don't need, that you have perfect vision. Obviously, know that that's something I can do, but the desire isn't in me enough to do it. So anyway, what happened was I put some thought in it more than once, probably for a couple days. And then my mother was over the house. Joyce, who is like our family, said something like she really likes me without glasses. And she either wishes I wouldn't wear them anymore or thinks it would be nice if I didn't wear them anymore. It's a complimentary thing, what she said. I was just like, okay, that's a reflection. But then I kind of tucked it away. She said, wear contacts. And I was like, I can't do that. I can't put objects in my eye. I just don't want to do that. That got me thinking about things. And then it was interesting because I did no research at all. And within a day or two, all of a sudden, there was a pair of glasses that came up in my feed. I didn't put anything in how to correct vision or devices to correct vision. And this product came up, I think I was on Facebook, and it had all these amazing reviews. And I looked at it and I was like, that's funny. I thought about it. I'm like, well, maybe I'll buy that and maybe I'll try it. The point I want to make is then somebody recently commented under my video and said, why are you wearing glasses? And I was like, with a laughing emoji, why would you even ask me that? Now, of course, I know why they're asking me that, but that is how life starts to reflect to you. First, Joyce reflected it to me. Life handed me some sort of placebo, a solution, because technically I would be able to, if I really, really believed I could be the version of me with clear vision, I could step into that if I had enough of a desire to focus on it, and I could correct my vision without the help of anything. I was given a placebo because my attention and awareness was on it. And then the next thing is that somebody reflects it back to me. Now, whether they were commenting and being sarcastic or not, I have no idea. It doesn't matter because everything and everyone is just reflecting me back to me. The next thing that I wanted to talk about was I was thinking of doing a video on how important it is for you to be confident. And I don't mean that in a narcissistic way or an egotistical way. Loving yourself, adoring yourself, cherishing yourself, spoiling yourself, knowing your value, knowing your worth, knowing you're absolutely adorable, loving your body, loving your mind, loving your facial features, thinking that you are a catch, that does not make you a narcissist. So I was thinking about doing a video because when I was learning how to love myself, I was in fear that somehow, am I going to become a selfish person? Am I going to become a narcissist? But the truth is, when you give yourself and you pour all of this love and energy into yourself, and it's unconditional, true love. It's not like this ego-based stuff. When it's true love, you will be able to love thy neighbor more. You will see yourself in everyone, and you will not intentionally ever cause harm to anybody. Can you make mistakes? Of course you can. But you will also forgive them and forgive yourself much quicker and not live with that toxic energy in you. So anyway, the video I thought about wanting to create was around confidence. So this is going to be funny. Years ago, I lost a crown. I needed to go in and get it replaced. When they did the implant, my body rejected it. And that experience scared me a lot because before that, and I manifested the entire experience, I had a deep fear around dentists because of something that happened to me as a child. So I manifested this entire fiasco. Because it was so painful and such a scary experience to go through, I did not want to get the crown replaced yet. So for years, I went without anything there. When I started creating videos, I was a little bit self-conscious about it before I was making the videos. When I started to make videos, I could see that it was visible. It was embarrassing for me. Let myself feel empowered and feel confident and know that I love myself. This is going to be okay. If I wait until I'm perfect to create my channel and to create my videos, then you know what? I might not ever do it. If I'm just going to wait around until I get this replaced, I get this fixed, out of fear that people would actually be small enough to judge me. That would be such a disservice to God and to all of you guys. And when I step back and I think about it and I look at it, I'm like, okay, had I waited, again, I could have gone on to another trajectory in my life. Maybe I would have never even created the channel. If I never created the channel and didn't create the videos when I did, I think yesterday, the day before, I've had 2 million views on my channel. Out of the 2 million views, a lot of people's lives have changed. A lot of people's lives have improved because they resonate with my messages, with my teaching. A lot of clients that I've helped just taught them how powerful they are. A lot of those things, those experiences would have never happened simply out of a fear that I was going to be judged having a missing tooth here. Once I finally got what's called a partial until I get the bridge that I need, which is scheduled now for next week. When I put the partial in my mouth, my tongue hits it. So I mispronounce words. Sometimes I lisp. Sometimes you see me not being able to get words out because it's kind of challenging because I have this thing in my mouth. I have a sense of humor about it. I actually take it in a very light way because as much as I absolutely cherish and love myself and adore myself, I'm also very humble. So I'm like, okay, I can't pronounce words sometimes, and that's okay. So recently, I've been putting a lot of thought and wanting to make this video because you guys are waiting on some things that you want to create in your reality. You know, whether you want to become a YouTuber, whether you want to sell books or art or music, you can't hold yourself back out of fear of wanting to be perfect before you create. You need to just start. Start somewhere. Start now. That was the inspiration for the video. Now, yesterday, the day before, I was looking at comments and somebody literally, because I was thinking about sharing this with you guys of how I take it very lightly when I can't pronounce certain words, when I just can't get the words out. And they literally said, why does she always pronounce in case instead of in case? I guess in the beginning of the videos when I say in case you're new here, why does she pronounce it in case? So anyway, you look at that, it's like, why would you even make that comment? But the comment itself was a reflection and a manifestation of me planning to do this video to talk about how sometimes I can't pronounce certain words because of this. You see, that's how subtle it can be, but that's how everything is mirroring us back to us. So I just wanted to come on with these examples to say that pay attention whether you write down in advance the things that you want to manifest, or if you just literally step back and go general and pay attention to life as it's mirroring you back to you. Don't get specific on anything. Just live your life and watch and see, because you will notice, yes, I was thinking about this person, they called. Yes, I was thinking about this kind of whatever, now I'm seeing it. It can be a very good thing for you if you're finding yourself getting too caught up and putting too much pressure on yourself and on your manifestation, because when you're in that place, you're in resistance and it's not a good place to be in. You want to release that, let it go, and detach. Okay, and go general. I know that this video was of some value for the right people. Comment down below that you know that the desire is a promise of the wish fulfilled. Okay, and if you need me, just reach out. I love you so much. Have an amazing day. Bye.
Nothing can come, nothing can come, nothing can come between us.